Welcome back, Grandarts. I'm your host, Autumn McDermott.
And I'm Jonah Forsyth. Did you know that this is the 7th episode of Grandarts? It's also on the 7th day of the week, if you counted from a week ago. I know, so many sevens. The amount of packages today that we're going to have is going to be, you guessed it, 3. Starting off with Yejin Lim's news package on the Asian Pacific Islander movement.
Here at Chinatown Library by Hill Street has been hosting grocery distributions for low-income senior citizens in the neighborhood of Chinatown. The teens that volunteer at this library help pack groceries and deliver them by foot. These groceries are donated by APIFM, an important organization part of the distributions.
Essentially, it's an organization that reaches out to communities who might be underserved, who can't find culturally relevant produce, healthy options in some of our local grocery chains. So APIFM reaches out to sources close to the community, such as Sprouts and other warehouses where they have an excess of produce, and we coordinate with them and they allocate food that we can use for the communities.
Well, I think I feel really good because as many groceries as we may buy, or I may buy, having it come from the library, it's a very nice feeling that I feel like I'm being taken care of a little bit, especially with elder seniors that are living on Social Security. Our rents go up, there's less money for food. So this is a really vital part of, making sure that they get, enough nutrition.
I hope that you guys will all take the time to, don't rush it, but like when you deliver the produce, knock on the door, if somebody opens it, be nice, say hi, and sometimes they don't speak English, and that's okay.
The grocery distribution program here at the Chinatown Library began in January of 2022, and it's a program that the teens came up with when they discovered that the Chinatown community did not have a grocery store. It started with about maybe 20 teens. We came together to try and figure out what are some things that we can do to help the community members here in Chinatown, especially when they don't have a grocery store to purchase their groceries. And so we contacted the organization called API Forward Movement, and it turns out that they conduct regular grocery distributions at the LA State Historic Park on Thursdays. We collaborated on starting an actual grocery distribution delivery program where we bring the produce directly to the elders that live here in Chinatown. Planning, first steps, everything. We went to visit various grocery distributions throughout the city of Los Angeles to understand how the process of setting up a grocery distribution looked like. Came back here to Chinatown Library and packed groceries here inside the meeting room.
What a wonderful cause right here in downtown.
Next up, a wonderful story about a baseball legend, Fernando Valenzuela, brought to you by Kayla Talamantes.
Fernando Valenzuela, a baseball legend remembered as the first and remains to this day the only player to win the National League Cy Young as well as the Rookie of the Year award in the same season in 1981. Valenzuela is widely credited with turning LA's Latino community into Dodger fans, due to the disconnection the Latino community had towards Dodger Stadium because of the Chavez Ravine incident. Chavez Ravine is an LA story which tells us how this Mexican-American community was destroyed by greed and political hypocrisy. The city of Los Angeles, which forcefully evicted 300 families of the Chavez Ravine, forcing many to go to low-income public housing after destroying homes, churches, and schools. But in the 1950s, the Brooklyn Dodgers became the Los Angeles Dodgers, as the team made its historic move to the West Coast in 1958. Dodger Stadium later opened in the Chavez Ravine location in 1962, which started the hatred towards the Los Angeles Dodgers from the Latino community. The Los Angeles Dodgers later signed Fernando Valenzuela in 1979 and gave him his MLB debut in 1980. His grand performance with the Dodgers brought attention from many, especially the Latino community, that felt a sense of pride of Fernando Valenzuela.
Here we are today with the Fernando Valenzuela fan that met him back in 2017.
Siendo una latina que vive en la comunidad en que muchos se movieron por el Chavez Ravine incident,
¿Qué es tu opinión de los Dodgers?
Pues a mí me gusta mucho los Dodgers, soy fanática de los Dodgers, me encanta el estadio y yo creo que la historia de cómo se construyó no se va a olvidar nunca, pero gracias a Valenzuela que ayudó a reunirlos, siendo un ídolo entre los jugadores y la comunidad.
In Boyle Heights, a muralist, Robert Vargas, shared what inspired him to create a Fernando Valenzuela mural.
I wanted to kind of create this idea of unity with the First Street Bridge. You know, the other side I have Otani, this side I have Fernando, two immigrants that have done incredible things with their lives and have inspired their communities, and these two murals live in those very communities. When you go to Dodger Stadium, it's dominated by the Japanese and the Latinos, so it's pretty cool to you know, experience that, and I wanted to just champion that. And I think right now we need more unity than ever, so wanting to continue to advocate for those themes is super important to me.
How has Fernando Valenzuela influenced you or your family?
Influenced me because he actually came to my school when I was a little kid, and I remember it was like kindergarten, I think, first grade, and I remember him coming through and just how cool that was, because here was someone who was a Dodger, like coming to my school in Boyle Heights, and we had like balloons and we had like signs, and it was Fernando Valenzuela Day. It was pretty cool.
What a great mural. If you're ever in Boyle Heights, I totally recommend you go take a look. You won't be disappointed.
The Eaton fires happened a little over 2 months ago, and though the devastation is still great, a lot of the public eye has forgotten about the devastation. Haley Alvarez produced this next package on the Altadena effort.
So the day laborers here at the Pasadena Community Job Center, when the fires happened and also the windstorm happened, they said, oh, how can we support? How can we help? We know that many people lost their homes, many people lost everything they have, many people lost their work. So that's why the day laborers said, okay, how can we support?
I'm born and raised in LA. I think in those moments you just want to find any way to help. I had family that was affected. I was personally evacuated through Hollywood, the Hollywood fires. I have so many friends here in Pasadena and Altadena that were impacted. I just felt really helpless until I realized that there was something I could do.
They created a distribution hub where people were donating, many different things: waters, food, hygiene kits, baby diapers. They also organized, along with hundreds of volunteers that have been coming, a fire relief brigade, where they went to different streets in Pasadena and Altadena to clean the streets. With the windstorm, it led a lot of debris, a lot of trees fell, branches, they were blocking roads, they were blocking sidewalks, and that's where the day laborers went to go clean up the streets.
I think a really big struggle is that this is very physically taxing work, lugging boxes, water, crates, donations, movement, but I think the hard part is it's very emotionally impactful. I think we absorb a lot of folks' energy that come through, because a lot of people that are coming through are, in different emotional states around what happened, and, need sometimes places to talk to or people to kind of just lean on. And I'm really, really grateful to be that person.
Again, seeing the impact that this donation hub has made to the community. Each day we get about over 500 people that come to get the necessities. Again, families that have been impacted by the fires, who have lost everything. Also families who have lost work.
And I think that that's the hard part, is that every day just refining your center and reminding yourself of, why you're doing it. But finding that balance can be hard sometimes, but it's worth it.
The good moments I think is when the people right through say, thank you, I appreciate you guys doing this for us. It's a good moment for me. I speak for myself.
Even though we're dealing with very intense topics sometimes, or very heavy, serious things, like love and laughter are also part of the revolution. Like, you have to keep good spirits and have good moments to be able to sustain the good fight against anything. I think, the cohort who started leading this, we see each other almost every day. It kind of feels like we're back in high school, like you're seeing everybody for so many hours a day. it's been a lot of work, but we are just such good friends now, and have so many like running jokes. We check in on each other, just make sure that we're like in good spirits. So just like a lot of funny little moments that happen between all of us because we're just here all the time. And also just getting to see people who are like regulars now. We've had people who've multiply come back and are just so wonderful, and it's like so nice to see them and, you know, just talk with them and just, it feels like you just have a lot of like a new network of friends, and I really like that.
Thank you, Haley. Here are some ways you can help out now with the effort.
Hi, my name is Rio Monroy, and I'm part of Apple News. Please introduce yourself.
I'm David, and I'm in Music Academy, and I'm in 12th grade.
I'm Damien, I'm in the Visual Academy, and I'm in 12th grade.
I'm Aaron, I'm in the Music Academy, and I'm a 12th grader.
Please tell me about the basketball club.
So the basketball club, it's been around for like a very, very long time. And I think it's like really good for the school and really important because like there really isn't that many sports, and I feel like basketball is one of the sports that like really like brings kids, because it's like a multi-sport, like everybody would like to see it and everybody would like to try it. So yeah, and I think it's a really good sport for school.
And I heard that March Madness is coming up. Can one of you guys tell me about it?
Yeah, I can talk about it. March Madness is really cool. So every year, in March, there's typically it's a tournament style game where there's 3 games. This year we're having 3 games. Normally we have a teacher game, but unfortunately we weren't able to have one. So there's 3 games. It's an elimination style. So there's 4 teams. 2 teams will go against each other, and whoever wins both games will end up in the finals, right? So in March Madness, it's been going on for as long as I've been here. So for the past 4 years, and I could say every time it's been a great experience. Honestly, it's been very cool and just it's fun, you know.
And can you tell me how you guys prepare for it?
Yeah, so basically we did our class 30 minutes earlier, so we can get the gym ready with the food, with the drinks, everything. So when the players get there, we can start playing as fast as possible.
I highly encourage you guys to come represent, support your team and your academy. The day is going to be on March 28th from 3:30 to 6 o'clock.
Thank you so much for coming, and I'm excited to see the game on Friday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for all the packages. And shout out to Leo for making me this cute little balloon animal. And make sure to tune in next time. Let's make it a Grand Ice Week.